Nah, man. SpongeBob and Sandy were really trying to start a race war in this episode, causing a whole debate on which species is superior, land creatures or sea creatures. So, the episode begins with SpongeBob and Sandy just chilling, admiring the clouds. Or flowers. Why do the clouds look like flowers anyway? Whatever. But it's weird though. Usually we'll see SpongeBob and Sandy competing against each other in some fashion, which would usually end with SpongeBob getting his ass karate chopped like a block of Velveeta cheese. But they decide to halt that for now, in order to bask in the beautiful view. Well, at least until Sandy mentions mountain climbing.
I think we'd know who'd get to the top first.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh, I knew that little kumbaya shiz wouldn't last long. Y'all remember the episode where they couldn't contain their lust for karate? It's in their Saiyan blood to compete with each other. Come on now. Which inevitably leads to challenge number 1 of their race war. Mountain climbing. I mean, Sandy's a squirrel, so you already know how fast they be climbing. So SpongeBob definitely has some ground to cover on this one. But I gotta say, bro is pretty confident in his climbing abilities, so maybe he actually has a chance of beating Sandy.
I'd say I'm already halfway there.
Dang, she was not playing. I wasn't being literal about having ground to cover. Sheesh. So SpongeBob rushes to the mountain, climbing as fast as he can. Nah, for real, nigga really caught up fast, I'm not gonna lie. But Sandy be cheating though. Like, look at this.
Hey, this is an accident.
SpongeBob must be that good of a climber if you have to resort to such extreme measures. I know the second one was an accident, but nah. Sandy, you're low-key on fraud alert with that shiz, girl. Either way, SpongeBob channels his inner Mary Poppins and just floats all the way to the top with a random umbrella, ultimately beating that fraud Sandy.
Well, it's about time you showed up.
What the heck? This girl don't think she the Flash. Cause how the heck did she get up there so dang fast? Man, alright. So she got 1 point on the board for the land creatures. But let's see if she can win on SpongeBob's terms. So he proposes both of them race to the Krusty Krab to see which one of them is fastest on foot. Shoot, squirrels are also pretty good runners, so I honestly might still give the edge to Sandy on this one.
I'm already halfway there. Halfway there. Ah!
God dang it! Y'all gotta stop doing that. Over here taking head starts and junk. SpongeBob, you're on fraud alert too, my boy. You ain't safe. Wasting a perfectly good record player. Man, I miss my vinyl collection. Anyway, as SpongeBob starts running on the trail, dude don't know how to watch where he's going and just smacks straight into a random brick wall. Why is that even there? Someone about to cause a whole boat accident for real. Well, in any case, Sandy seizes the opportunity to disrespect bro by using SpongeBob's face as a trampoline, allowing her to make it to the Krusty Krab before him.
There you are.
God dang it! Sorry, had a mini crash out there. So, I guess SpongeBob channeled his inner Quickster and secured a point on the board for the sea creatures. Well, at least it's even now. But they still arguing about which race is better. So much, in fact, that they start throwing out a whole bunch of slurs at each other, bruh.
Air breather.
Water sucker.
Tree climber.
Gulf streamer.
Kite flyer.
Tongue chewer.
Golly! Y'all both some prejudiced mother effers, ain't you? Cause the frick is a tongue tour. What? What'd I say? So, just because Sandy can out-slur SpongeBob, that apparently means that land creatures are best in her eyes. Of course she would think that. She is from the South after all. And as Patrick is just walking by with his 2 Krabby Patties, Sandy just lists off a whole bunch of nonsense that land creatures can apparently do better than sea creatures. Like, my nigga, this woman literally said pie eating. Do they not have pies in Bikini Bottom? Fraud. And as Squidward and Mr. Krabs come through, she lists off a lot more nonsense that are all still akin to Texas, by the way.
And fishing.
Squidward, why did you call her a hoe? But after the blatant disrespect, they all just come for Sandy's neck tenfold. Just hear SpongeBob downplaying the heck out of this chick. Or squirrel.
You got some pretty good moves for a squirrel.
Dang, SpongeBob! Who the hell you feeling like? Nigga even made Squidward stop laughing. Not gonna lie, sea creatures gotta get a point on the board for that junk alone. But now they're on a mission to just completely embarrass Sandy, because everyone is taking turns showing off their unique and very particular set of skills. Frickin' Patrick gobbles a whole Krabby Double Deluxe in one bite. Pause. And can Sandy do that? Nope. Mr. Krabs retracts his eyeballs in and out of his sockets. No burger joint. Can Sandy do that? Nope. Shoot, Squidward can balance spinning plates all over his body. I'm just shocked he even has a talent. And SpongeBob can do dishes, I guess. But you know who can't do either? Sandy. Fraud. Man, homegirl can't even do whatever the hell this shit is neither. And they just keep clowning her ruthlessly. It's like the squirrel jokes all over again. And man, Sandy gets so fed up with the constant clowning and disrespect that she impulsively rips off her suit and smashes her goddamn helmet. I mean, she seems fine at first. Well, that is until SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs strategically try and bait her to breathe again. Like, real talk, this girl should be dead. Cause just look at how her lungs shriveled up like that. I don't care if she finds air again. She's cooked. But ultimately, she folds terribly and rushes to find a substitute air helmet, which so happens to be a freaking pickle jar. But that shouldn't even matter though, because there is quite literally no air in that pickle jar, bruh. Let's be freaking realistic here. I'm a clown for even trying to find realism in SpongeBob of all shows. Anyway, Sandy just proves that land creatures cannot breathe underwater, which puts sea creatures in the lead by a mile. Yet, at a desperate attempt for victory, Sandy's pickle jar wearing self hits them with a double or nothing and proposes that if none of them can last 1 measly minute on dry land, then they automatically have to admit that land creatures are the superior race. She's just being a sore loser, but alright. Sponge and the gang are definitely up for the challenge, even though these niggas are scared out of their minds. Over here making SpongeBob go first. Cowards. So, after Mr. Krabs gives SpongeBob a glass of nothing to drink, SpongeBob runs up to the surface and... well, I guess that's pretty much how I expected them to look like in real life. But I use this shit to scrub my dishes. But surprisingly, SpongeBob is breathing just fine on land. Homie really leveled up from last time, cause he was struggling. So Patrick follows suit, then Mr. Krabs, and finally Squidward. Dang, they did this squigger dirty. Freaking limp dick nose. Anyway, all of them are breathing on land like they've done this their entire lives. Much better than Sandy could underwater at least. But once they meet a couple of birds, all hell breaks loose. These niggas were trying to tear these puppets limb from limb. Dude over here about to gobble Patrick whole. Pause. And so, after the 1 minute was up, Sandy pops up to the surface. Aww, she looks so cute. And just starts whooping the feathers off of them seagulls. God dang. Just look at what she did to them, bruh. I'm about to have some good chicken tonight. Anyway, Sandy, you tried. Already done seen all I needed to see. Sea creatures are definitely the superior race. No doubt. Oh, and before I forget, shout out to all my channel members though.